And this is EFM, the resource center for all conversations on entrepreneurship in action. My name is Yuan, and welcome to Beyond Borders, a series in collaboration with E3 Hubs for eBizStart 2021, a platform to create business opportunities. And living up to this year's theme, eBizStart 2021, where true globalization begins. Today, we're speaking to the founder of Exabytes, Chan Kee Siat. Yes, I'm going to call you Chan. Yes, that's good.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi Yuan, I'm fine. Thanks for having me. Glad to see you.
Yeah, you too. It's been a while, especially during, I used to bump into you so much, right, during events. And right now, because of the lockdown, I hardly see you for a year plus now, isn't it?
Yes, since last year before the MCO. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But talking about business, your business is one that will continuously grow with no issue, whether lockdown or not. Let's talk about how it has been doing for you in the last year in 2020.
Right. Yeah. Thankfully, our business are not directly impacted by the pandemic. In fact, we see our business is growing positively. Because of that, you also bring a lot more of a workloads and a lot more things we need to do. For me, I think is very different in the sense that how we run the business, how we interact and deal with people. But definitely it's more efficient. Right. Even today, right? Since last year March, our team are still working from home since then. So for us, we felt that's actually more efficient. Everything's working from home. We do a lot of online meeting, online collaborations, reaching out to customers, all kind of e-communication tools that we can find. Yeah, things are moving fast in a very fast pace.
And so besides, so you're doing web hosting, domain, VPS, server, and you're also into angel investing, and you are, I mean, just talking about Exabyte itself, you are serving how many businesses today?
Right. So we categorize what we are doing into three category. I call it C, D, and E. C for cloud, D for digital, and E for e-commerce. Under Exabytes, we are around serving more than 160,000 businesses around the world.
Amazing. And what kind of, how many million of users are we talking about?
We're talking about like definitely more than a million users. And it's mainly from Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Of course, we do have a lot of customers from like UK, US, basically everywhere, any corner of the world.
Yeah, so that now that your business is kind of stable, you started it since a very young age. You have ventured into other things because you were super interested in so many different things. I think you were also doing e-deliveries, e-commerce. You are co-founder of Easy Parcel, Easy Store, Easy Work, Easy Space. Anything that's easy is probably chance, right? And you're angel investing in many different startup as well. So what is E3 Hubs and your collaboration as well as eBizStart 2021? What are you looking forward to?
Right, I think where are we coming from is how can we support a lot more on all these local startups and local initiatives to help the startups. Knowing the platform and also our friend Andrew for long enough, I think it's a very good program. I think since definitely more than 15 years, if not mistaken, Andrew has been volunteering his time and his resources to help all these startups in the community, helping them to increase the rates of success and grow bigger. So this is a very good program that I can't find any reason to say no. So when they approach us, we quickly and say yes. For me, when I started the business, that's almost 20 years ago, I walked through that journey. I think back then there are not many resources around. So I know what are some of the challenges and obstacles we face as a startups, as a business entrepreneurs. So today we are thankful, we are grateful that we are growing, we grow bigger. So I think we should lean our resources to help all the startups and community out there, so that together I think we can grow the industry, we can grow the community, we can grow a country.
So in terms of some insight from you for your business and also, for the other startups to really reimagine what could be 2021 and 2022, what do you think are some of the must pay attention to trends that, we shouldn't be pushing aside?
Right. There's a saying: the future is now today. Right. The future is now. Right. I would say now is yesterday. a lot of things we talk for long enough is already happening. Definitely the CDE we are doing, right, the cloud, the digital and e-commerce. For me, I would say the biggest trend for Malaysia especially definitely is e-commerce. But again, today when we talk about e-commerce, it's not necessarily just limit to like having an online store and sell products. E-commerce already evolved in many forms. Some we even call it the e-commerce plus, right? So in one form, it could be how the what they call the traditional retailers, right? Where you usually saw them in the shopping malls. Because of the pandemic, because of the lockdown, they actually now have to find way to evolve and transform their business to online as well. So that's where I think omni-channel or e-commerce plus, retail plus, all these concepts will start to you'll see more and more happening this year. Go back to our day-to-day life, right? As simple as hawker food. Today, actually, no surprise that you can order your favorite hawker food using any kind of a food delivery. I think 2 years ago, that's absolutely unimaginable, right? You talk to the hawker, they'll say you're crazy, they don't do that. But today, you can just get your favorite pack of whatever noodles or hawker food, street food you want easily over all this food delivery. For me, I look at it, this is also a form of e-commerce, right? And today, they are also accepting payment with e-wallet, any kind of e-wallet. This is also a form of e-wallet. Even like when you go to a grocery shoppings, we are not just talking about those large supermarkets or those startup doing groceries. You'll be surprised, actually no longer surprised, our sellers in the wet markets, right? You can just send them a WhatsApp, or even they have a very nice simple platform that you can order your fish, your vegetables, and they'll deliver to you. So definitely that's something that is moving fast and emerging. Although it's not like everyone is using that, but I would see those who already started that since a year ago and already mastering the techniques and keep on improving, they will continue to be able to expand and grow rapidly. But compared to those who are still limiting themselves to the very traditional and limited options that they have, I can see most of them are struggling.
So I guess, and there must be some assistance or help to bridge this particular gap, especially with the more traditional thinking ones who maybe don't have access or don't have enough knowledge or trust in the digital space to even start using, right?
Yep. I think they need to see more pressure or challenges from their peers or competitors. On the other hand, I think it's a lacking of exposure, right? But if we are talking about the support and assistance, there are many forms of assistance already out there. There are many programs under the various initiative under various agencies, even at from the private sector, like all the e-wallet providers, all these delivery companies, they're actually offering lots of program assistance to help enable all these traditional sellers.
So I understand cloud. I mean, your CDE, I understand cloud. I get e-commerce. I get it, I think. Digital, how big? What is the extent of your vision for digital?
So digital, for me, I look at it is in two forms, right? One area we largely talk about is digital marketing, where everyone is very familiar with. For example, how you make yourself to be found online, like through search engine optimization, advertising on all the Google, Facebook, etc. Right? But the other form of digital that I talk about is also how any brick and mortar business or even conventional business make good use of the digital tools to actually increase their productivity and efficiency, right? I give you one example. I think in the past, before the pandemic, everyone used to go back to the office. So many companies, their entire office network and system is actually designed as if they need to go back to office, sit down in front of the PC, then only they can do their work, only can retrieve data and all that. But once the pandemic happened and they are forced to actually go back and work from home, that's where a lot of companies haven't digitalized part of their business operations. They are actually impacted, right? So they need to start to look into using some tools to actually enable or digitalize their processes and team, right? For example, how can, as simple as I think the most basic would be like the payroll, the accounting, then slowly you move to other business tools like CRM, ERP, and all that. Once it's fully, not to say fully, but once certain part of the business been digitalized, that's where they can gain a lot of flexibility.
Okay, I understand that now. So it's also digital transformation of businesses. And at the core of it now, businesses need to be as digital as it can be, because without it, then there will be a lot of fallback or shortfall when it comes to productivity, when it comes to output, when it comes to getting traction with your customers, etc., etc.
For
Wow, exciting space you're in. And I'm sure, talking to Chan, right? It's like natural and he's genuine and he's authentic and he will just give you everything that he has. Of course, this is a 10 minutes conversation, but you got to catch him at eBizStart 2021 when it does happen, because he is one guy who would help you as long as you appeal to him with the right a reason, the right objective. I think he's always willing to mentor. I think you mentored like how many startups, huh?
I know I lost count already.
Exactly. So, you gotta go to Chan, okay? Thank you very much, Chan, for a quick conversation. I really appreciate it. And we will see you at eBizStart 2021.
Thank you, and thank you all the team. Good luck and all the best for your big start.
Thank you.